Hi, Sages. If you'd like to come on and have a seat for some symbolic support, we're going to scry your scroll made in your name and essence and age to perfection, if I may. We'll add on Tarot and Oracle in your Shaman's Palm, and as well we have Ghost Tube here kicking for any audio additions that may inspire or irritate. Receive or release freely, of course. So, Sages, there is like some manifesting going on. It feels big. It feels purposeful. Okay. I'm going to open up here appropriately if you'd like to join me, Sages, to close the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush, activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. Let's wander the aura of the Sagittarius. So thank you so much for being here. Okay, there's so much going on. Like on the other side of the veil, I'm seeing like snail gnomes. They've been working hard slowly but surely. They're being drawn in. Now, when I say the other side, this could be the other side of my mind and the invisibility of my thoughts, things that I am drawing down in like a downloady kind of way. Yeah, I can say that. And it is being integrated in. I'm downloading. Oh my goodness, I'm downloading something. Integrating something. I'm opening up like a skull. I feel like I'm being very observant to what's like orbiting around. Somebody might be like in data analyst, but even if that's not what you're doing as a career or a job, I'm looking at data. So when I open this skull of sorts, I'm assuming it's of my own, being a guest in your aura. Thank you. It's like I'm looking at what was to what will be and the space in between that and what's already been carved out, or what pathways, narrow pathways. It doesn't have to be brain oriented. It could even just be methods, modalities. So the best way I can explain the way I'm seeing it is, it's like if a program was already built, right? And it's going to get an upgrade or new features added. You got to look at the foundational stuff to see where these new features or these upgrades can plug into. Okay. And then I'm also like in that data analyst kind of feeling. It's I'm looking at something possibly as a whole. Maybe this is a collective feeling, but I'm going to stay in the individuality of it for a moment, Sages, if I may. And it's like, what pathways, what routes are working best? Where's there the most traffic? What kind of traffic? And where do they lead to? Do I want to keep them? Do I want to accentuate those? Ornament. So I might have a skill set that I want to accentuate, and that's where I'm going to plug in this upgraded feature. Does that make sense in some way, shape, or form, symbolically speaking, if it's not literal? And then like some might get new. Then there might just be new features in general that I'm noticing as I'm opening up the skull. Like, what is it that that needs to be like? I don't know any of these words, so bear with me. Like more RAM, or like the vessel of it. So maybe I'm taking vitamins, or I'm doing something with clothes is coming through. Like, it's like I'm looking at a laptop and I'm upgrading something, or I get an SD card, or an external hard drive to accommodate something. Does any of this make sense? I hope so. To someone somewhere. There's also, I'm not going to lie, like a sense of something that has angered me. And it's left a mark. It's left a mark. Maybe it has left you a little bit weak. And in this place of observation, if a relationship, job, person, place, or thing or something has worked its way through, and in this, for whatever reason, it might be coming through as like the computer thing, like could be like a virus. And I'm a little bit angry. But ironically, that's kind of one of the sparks for me to look at things. Where do I spend a lot of my time? Where's the most foot traffic? Where's the most air traffic? Where's my heart traffic? I don't know. There is a portal of something opening up. Portal's not the right word, but it's the best I can use and do. Dragon energy is coming in. Hunter of path. Yeah, pathways. It's like one part of me, Sages, feels like again, it feels a little angry, like rage, but this rage isn't, by the time it gets through something, it's like I transmute it. So this rage is really like empowering for something, and it's no longer like it might have started as that. But then whatever these upgrades or things that you did, Hunter of Death is on the bottom. I transmuted it and it was reborn into something, some sort of realization. Recently. I'm going to wander into your cave of ice in the pinky finger there, see what's going on for the sages in the cave of ice. Ancestor of protection. This feels like those claws came out. Maybe you've had to defend or protect something about yourself. Something about children as well, leading by example. Somebody also may have lost a child. Condolences. It's almost like even in that feeling, and not trying to, ward away from grief or mourning in the process of that, but it's like through the process of that. The hurt, the pain, the rage, through the stages of grief and mourning, I transmute it into something and it feels more powerful, more love, and that's where I can receive signals. That's where I can receive communication. In your cave of winds is your ancestor of tribes. This definitely could have been, again, there's like a bunny on there. Reminds me of like Winnie the Pooh. It's like I want to go back in time when I'm talking about that portal. I want to go back in time. And for others, if this is in regards to a different channel of career, companionship, creativity, corporateness, or whatever, if something has happened or has ticked you off, there is some sort of disrespect. You're being very protective over yourself. And again, it's like I'm in that skull again and I'm observing what I'm... has this served? This, and I'm like going through, I'm like, yeah, that ticked me off. I didn't get that job, or I didn't get the promotion within the company, this, that, or the other. But it's like, okay, I'm going to look at this. I'm going to observe if my skills are being, or I didn't get that raise, something along that lines. It's information. And it inevitably, hold on. Sorry about that, Sages. Had somebody come to the door. There's some sort of heart healing. I'm just going to jump right in, right from where I'm at. There's heart healing being sent up from the spirit realm, even of your mind. I feel like I'm healing. On one aspect, it feels like grief or mourning, and a babe in spirit, and on the other hand, in that like brain surgery of sorts. Whether it has something to the passing had something to do with the brain or something like that, or headaches. There's also this like looking at how I do things mindfully, what my mind landscape looks like, what's the wiring of my thoughts, what is it that I wish to communicate. I might have been fighting something because I'm seeing like cauliflower ears from like I don't know if it's like boxing or something like that. There could have also been concussions, and it's like I'm just looking at things differently. Okay, so wandering up into your cave of hearth fires in your power, middle finger. Yeah, spirit of love also came out with it on the side. Okay, so it's like brain surgery and heart surgery happening at the same time. It's like two surgeons are
It's not easy.
It's like, no, it's not easy. One being you and maybe one being spirit or of your higher self, apply, or a god or a deity, creator, whatever you believe in, including a loved one in spirit. And it's happening all at the same time. And this is all in the, like in the middle finger of your cave to your midworld of where you are. And I want to do this. Like I want to, like I'm taking a picture. And in the shaman's palm between the pointer and the thumb, this is like the web of where spirit is. And it's like I'm like taking pictures. Maybe I'm looking at pictures, ultrasound pictures, like something along that lines. And I'm putting them both together. I'm putting both of them left and right side of the brain, left and right side of my heart, left and right, esoteric, exoteric, introvert, extrovert, all those kind of things. And even like into that analyzing situation, like I'm looking at it from both directions. Wandering into the cave of rivers and cave of earth. Okay. So in your cave of rivers, we have hunter of mysteries. It's like there's something going on. And when I say something going on, it's because I'm the one going on. I know what I'm going on about. And if it's like if there was a programming in place or palpitations of sorts, it's almost like like if I have a fear of something or anxiety about something, like it could even be like empathic kind of energy, like being empathic but also being an empath, like that kind of initiation of some sort of gift that's being given to you to feel deeply and navigating that. And it all feels very mysterious. Like, is this my energy? Is it the house that I'm living in? Is it the residual effects from, the land? What's going on? And then the same thing, like I see that computer program and like somebody's started writing something, maybe a part of me from a different time, or I started doing something and I never finished it. And I come back to it and it's like, oh, I wonder why I didn't do something. It feels like a mystery novel of sorts. And then coming into your cave of earth, down here on earth in the thumb, it's like this is the challenge of drawing down from the mental mind slowly but surely in that gnome-like snail. And there's those magician portals, because this feels like I'm healing and helping any parts of me that feel haunted, like a haunted house, or like, my laptop's haunted or something like that. And I've accepted the challenge. Why have I accepted the challenge? Because I have some sort of inkling of what I wish to communicate, what I wish to communicate with, or who I wish to communicate with, what it is that I want, what I am writing down in my desires. Yes. So the mystery is worth solving, if that makes any sort of sense. But it does. I can feel it. It's like I accept the challenge because it's not a challenge. It's the navigating. Yeah, Ace of Coins, navigating. So if I didn't say so already, Sages, thank you so much if you've liked, shared, and subscribed. To all those who donate more My Haunted Heart, thank you. All the links are below if you'd like to request a personal and all that kind of good stuff. Okay, so back in your cave of ice, ancestor of protection, because there's something that's gone on. Again with the sword, something about a mental in the mind, something along that lines. I'm seeing a toothpick as well. Okay, in a weird, creepy way, I'm seeing like I think it's a Hannibal Lecter, the movie Hannibal Lecter, and something about the brains and like eating it like it's a gourmet dinner. And that was really creepy. There's something about this. There's something about... I gotta let me follow the symbolism. It doesn't come up very often, if at all. Consuming. Very high frequency food, parts of myself that I want to digest and release. I don't know, but it's a weird little portal for me to go through. So it feels delectable, but then like shocking at the same time. I'm protected while I'm feeling. Okay, so I'm back with the child that has passed. And they're trying to, it's almost like I feel like I'm being protected from my own self if I'm going through some heavy grief about someone or something passing on, some sort of disappointment. And there was a death that had happened. What this death is, maybe it's death of data, like something like that, Hannibal, something ate data, or I lost a bunch of stuff on my laptop and I have to start again from the beginning. Okay, yeah. Yeah, like something ate it up.
Gemini.
Wandering back into your cave of wind and the Four of Coins and your ancestor of tribes. I feel like I'm being gathered around. I feel like I'm applying a judgment to myself, first of all. I feel like people are coming around me to help stabilize me, or emotional support. And then when I'm in the computer world, for whatever reason that's coming through, so hopefully it at least clarifies a story of something, I'm calling in people, tech people, techie people, I don't know. They have different, okay, so
Busy.
I'm seeing that show Mythic Quest. So like there's different departments of like testers to, programming, to people that are monitoring the servers, to security. There's something about that. Maybe you are building a video game.
I know.
I don't know what it is, but Ace of Coins comes up here in your Hearthfire of Love with Spirit of Initiation. So you might be recreating something, and like if you lost something, data or a loved one, but I'm going to stay with the data one in here right now. It feels as like an opportunity is going to come towards me. Because I've called in these other people, these other support people, and I didn't take it all on my own. The chains are serving as protection versus it's like I'm combining strengths. It's like, when they say like when you go to like an AA meeting or a therapy session, that it's just as valuable to be listening, so that when you're up, you're heard. Does that make sense? You're heard. Cave of Rivers with the Three of Cups and Temperance with your mysteries. I feel like some things are just going to be unanswered. Some things are just a mystery. Maybe you work as a mystery. People don't understand, or maybe you don't understand like just how great you are, and you're like, I don't know, it's just a mystery. I also feel like if there is a mystery in regards to somebody passing, like how they died or why they died, if there was something that happened in the medical field, or there was something that was unknown at the time, there's going to be a celebration of like what happened, or the mystery will be solved if somebody went missing or something along that lines. Okay, so I'm back into like Hannibal Lecter land, not because of that. It's just bringing me back to a different. So I feel like there's a few different people here that may have passed, telling their story to a Sagittarius, and you might be listening. If it was a female that went missing by the hands of a gentleman, could have been in a winter time. They defended themselves really well. But there's something about tracking again. Like something will reveal what happened. When I come back into like the corporation, or not corporation, career, something creative with like the laptops. There's something about,
I want you to go.
There's something about the characters coming through. It's like the final challenge, or the challenges along the way. They're going to be really grand. Does that make sense? Like they're going to be really good. Or the characters in your book and the challenges that they face, whatever they're based on, if they're based on something personal or personal that have been enhanced. I don't know. Again, I feel like you're just really good at it. You're good at creating it. Okay, closing out message for Sagittarius. Thank you so much for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights and allowing me to be a guest in your aura. I am truly grateful. Okay, on the bottom we have here wisdom. Wisdom's working in mysterious ways. Truth, vision. You've had foresight come through. Truth is going to be revealed with temperance and the Three of Cups. And there's a freedom if somebody did go missing and they passed away. Please know that their soul is free. They are not suffering. They are not in any sort of imprisonment. For those working through grief and mourning, please know and trust that the truth that you are sensing from spirit, from your loved ones, as you are moving through goodbye. Thank you so much. Through your truth of knowing your light, you're making it into a power, the rage into a realization, into that vision that you know you have. It's also going to free you, and it's going to free the frequency so you can hear and communicate with the spirit of the loved one quite fluently.
Bless.
And for those working through any sort of vision, creative vision, the data analyst and looking at everything, though I feel like that's a commonality, no matter which page or rabbit hole I go down, the commonality is there's some sort of data analyzing. I'm looking at data, I'm tracking mysteries, and it's going to come into fruition. It's going to be illuminated. Trust in it. Follow your heart. Trust. It's almost like by going through all of these things to free versus being, a prisoner of them. They free.
I want to.
Everyone's already free, and I feel like that's the thing. But there's all these characters coming through, especially for the computer thing. These characters and this pathways, right? Like what's being used, what's not. Delete this. We can let that go. Upgrade this. Upgrade that. Add new features. This feels like I'm back in the mind and the heart, and the higher self, human and heartbeat are all working in one. Yeah, we can agree on this. I really like this, but it's not serving the other two. Anyway, you get the gist. There's some sort of vision you have that is of yourself, and it's like free your mind and the rest will follow. Somebody else might be colorblind. Okay, I'm going to let you go, Sages. Thank you so much for being my muse, and until next time, I'll see you again soon.